Does social media stress you out? It doesn't have to. Check out this week's social media tips and tricks with Heather.
Hello. We are trying something new today. Welcome to Social Media Wednesday, and my name is Heather, and I am your host today, and I'm very excited about growing our social media reaches together. This month of April, we are focusing on LinkedIn, and so today we are focusing on social media blueprint, crafting a winning LinkedIn profile for business-to-business success. All right. And this is going to work properly. And let me move to the next slide. I know it will. All right. Wow. Is it going to be this? Present. Back to here. And looks like you can see my screen. All right. So we're trying out Google Meets for recording today, something new and very exciting. So first, I would like to give a shout out to Jane from LinkedIn. She is a social media content maker for LinkedIn, and she wrote this article that we're using today. So I want to give her a shout out. First step is to choose the right profile picture for LinkedIn. You want to be 60% or more of the frame of the picture, and you don't want it to be as busy. So my background's pretty busy today. It's a new location in the office, so there's just a lot going on behind me. This would not be a good frame to put as your LinkedIn profile picture. You really want it to be very clearly just you. And so less busy, so you're very noticeable, and you also want to make sure it's a current-ish picture of you. I totally understand. Our profile pictures are really nice headshots that we had done, and then you get on video and you got me just, being myself today. So I am, but it's still a very current picture of me. Next, we're going to make sure we add the background photo. And in other platforms, it's often called a cover photo, or that top banner that you see across the top. So if you were on your website, it might be your website banner that tells you, who you are, what you're doing, and it has a really good visual representation. Your background photo is the second visual element at the top of your profile page. It grabs people's attention and sets and shows a little bit more about what matters to you. And more than anything, the right background photo helps your page stand out, gauge attention, and stay memorable. So you can say a lot with a really good photo or a really good background. So MoveMe could have plastic, and then it morphs into what we could have more beautiful world around us if we move out of plastic. So thinking about that visualization already sets up for what they're going to get when they come and hang out with you. There's no rule that says the description at the top of your profile page has to just be a job title. Use this headline field to say a bit more about how you see your role, why you do what you do, and what makes you tick. If you've got a sales rep at your company who is on the ball with their social media settings, take a quick look at their profile headlines for inspiration. They will most certainly have more than just their job titles here. So this is a great way as solopreneurs that we could go look at other solopreneurs and see what they're doing and see, someone that you admire. Like what in your field, what does their profile page look like? This is not for comparison. This is so you could learn what you could be doing better to show up better, but not comparison. That's a whole nother conversation. First thing to say about your LinkedIn summary is make sure you have one. Again, the more you complete your LinkedIn profile, the more you stand out on LinkedIn. Your summary is your chance to tell your own story, so it doesn't just use it to list those skills. Don't just use it to list off skills like it's a resume. Try bringing to life those skills that matter, maybe by telling a story or a demonstration of those skills. So along with LinkedIn, a lot of people can view it kind of like as a resume, but when you're trying to go for business to business, let's declare a war on the resume buzzwords. So use these words as little as possible: specialized, leadership, focused, strategic, experienced, passionate, expert, creative, innovative, and certified. These are very common words, so people see them and they're just going to like kind of brush them off. What you need to do is start to demonstrate these things. Demonstrate your leadership. LinkedIn focuses on thought leadership. We're going to talk a lot about it in the upcoming here. Demonstrate your focus. Demonstrate how you're strategic. Do you get the idea here? So show up in these ways, but without using the words these ways. We already talked about that. Grow your network. Social media, that's what we're here to do, right? One of the easiest ways and yet most relevant ways to grow your LinkedIn network is to sync your profile with your email and address book. And we did learn today that you can even sync it to MailerLite using Zapier. So that's pretty cool. We'll probably be doing a training soon on Zapier because it's coming up a lot as a way to help connect these different platforms together. So we don't have to work harder, we get to work smarter. And then also get into the habit of following up meetings, conversations with connecting with them on LinkedIn. So instead of taking them to that personal life on Facebook, take them over to the business life on LinkedIn, making those connections and growing your business to business connections. It's going to grow your LinkedIn. List your relevant skills. One of the quickest ways to win on LinkedIn is scroll through the list of skills and identify those that are relevant to you. Doing so helps you substantiate the description in your headline and summary and provide a platform for others to endorse you. Doing so helps you substantiate the description in your headline. So you're validating yourself within your profile. Does that kind of make sense? Kind of like branding. You're staying on target. You're in your zone, right? I don't go, I'm blues and greens, and then all of a sudden I'm pink down here, right? So we're keeping that flow and validating ourselves. And then when we're getting into talking about endorsements from other people, then you want those endorsements to also reflect these other two areas so that you are validating yourself in multiple places on your profile. And remember, stay relevant. So spotlight the services that you do offer. So this is a new feature on LinkedIn. It helps consultants, freelancers, and those working for smaller businesses to showcase the range of services they offer. So fill out the services section of your profile. This can boost your visibility. Again, 30 to 60% more views when your profile is complete. Spread the endorsement love. All right, it's kind of like tagging on some of these other profiles. Endorsement or writing a review. It's more like writing a review, but it is, oh, I see where my brain went. Okay, that is confusing and I'm sorry. Scratch that. Back up. Okay. Endorsements from other members substantiate your skills and increase your credibility. They're reviews, right? How do you get endorsed on LinkedIn? Go through your network and identify connections who you feel genuinely deserve an endorsement from you. And that often triggers other people to write an endorsement for you in return, right? And then don't be afraid to ask. It's like that referral or Google review. Don't be afraid to ask if you've been talking to someone through LinkedIn to do a LinkedIn endorsement. This should be normal for business to business. We should be doing this for each other, right? When we do this, we all grow, we gain more visibility, and then, we improve life for more people. Remember, throughout all of this, relevance matters. Reach out to people whose endorsements you really value. Manage your endorsements proactively. So this is what I was talking about keeping within kind of your brand. Be proactive in managing your endorsements list by editing features in the skills section of your profile. So this is where you go. You go into the skills section of your profile. You can choose which to show and which to hide. So then you can also refresh, right? Maybe you want to showcase a particular thing that you do and you have like 3 or 4 endorsements from people, and you really highlight those. And then maybe next quarter you highlight a different aspect of your business, so that adds change and it shows your proactiveness, right? All right, take a skills assessment. A skills assessment is an online test that enables you to demonstrate a level of your skill and display that verified skill badge on your profile. Data shows that candidates with verified skills are around 30% more likely to be hired for those roles they apply for. And displaying proof of your abilities strengthens your personal brand more generally as well. Displaying the results of your skill assessments is entirely voluntary. So this is a voluntary thing you can do to prove and be valid, again, in your own profile of your skills. So you have complete control over what you show and don't show. All right, requesting recommendations, which is endorsements level 2. Endorsements give people viewing your profile a quick visual sense of what you're valued for. Recommendations take things one step further. They are personal testimonies written to illustrate the experience of working with you. There's a handy drop-down menu in the recommendations section of your profile that makes it easy to reach out to specific contacts and request recommendations. Take the time to think about who you would most value a recommendation from and personally request it. Taking the time to personally request it is worth the effort. Right? This is it's very important for validating yourself as a business and showing up as a validated business in this space. So showcase your passion for learning. So also, when you complete a course on LinkedIn Learning, you will have the opportunity to add the course certificate to your LinkedIn profile. You do this from within the learning history section of your LinkedIn Learning account, where you can also send updates about your learning to your network, of course. So as you update things on LinkedIn, every single thing you update is going to ask you if you want to also share that to your network and let them know that this happened. So when you're doing massive updates, you are not going to want to send every single one. But when you do something big and go do learning in LinkedIn Learning and you want to share that, you can absolutely share that. Share media and marketing collateral. Are you ready? Marketing collateral that you produce for your business can add an extra dimension to your own profile as well. So what we're meaning is sharing case studies, white papers, and other brand content, right, that you're already creating for other aspects of your business that helps people understand what you're doing, why you're doing it. It demonstrates your passion and your commitment as well. People do not understand the level of depth and research that I do before coming on and doing these social media Wednesdays. So that's where you can show up as the expert in your field, and you can also, we're going to talk a little bit more about this too. So get credit for thought leadership within publications. Thought leadership is very big on LinkedIn. LinkedIn wants us to show that we're showing other people that we have individual thoughts and that we're creating that. The publications section. Yep, LinkedIn has a publication section. It's kind of like a blog on LinkedIn, but everybody has access to it. The publication sections is one of the most underused elements in LinkedIn profiles. And that means that you can literally stand out from the crowd when you use this feature to draw attention to existing thought leadership content you have. Have you helped to write an ebook or a white page or written a post on your company's blog? The publication section links it to your profile to see these assets. So we're really excited to explore that some more. Share relevant content from your LinkedIn feed. It's one thing to have a network of connections on LinkedIn. It's far better to have an active role in that network. Appearing in your connections LinkedIn feed is a way that adds value for them. Sharing relevant content with your network is one of the most accessible ways of doing this. You can make a start by keeping a close eye on your LinkedIn feed and sharing content that you find genuinely interesting and that aligns with your point of view. Sharing other people's content and writing your own, why you're sharing this, why you felt that this was awesome in the top, and you can go into actually, maybe it made you think and label out what came up for you is going to create more conversations. Add comments, boom, 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 what they want us to talk to people. Sharing is great, but that's just the starting point. When you add comments to your shares, which is what I was just talking about, you give yourself a greater prominence within the feed, and your feed starts to express why you think a particular piece of content matters. Well-expressed comments also enable you to share a broader range of content. It might be that you don't agree with a point of view, but still find it interesting. For example, a comment that can express that viewpoint starts to establish your opinion and thought leadership. It also is more likely to draw additional comments, which then raises your profile across LinkedIn. So just like any other algorithm, when people are commenting, it likes that. Bear in mind when you are writing your comment, and make sure you are saying something they're happy for people to associate with you. Yes. Bear in mind, you want to make sure you're staying on brand and staying in the scope of what you want people to associate with your business, right? This is probably not the place to get super political unless your business has something to do with politics. So, thinking about that, and, that's probably not where you want to stand on the rock, right? Where's your soapbox? Where are you going to put it? Are you going to put it so that it aligns with your business and you're going forward when you stand on your box? Or are you going to go off on a tangent and not help your business grow? So that's why we stay focused and being aware of what we're putting out there. Follow relevant influencers in your industry. Following relevant influences on LinkedIn helps to put a range of interesting content on your feed. So you're excited to read it, right? Which you can then share because you can repost with your thoughts and add value to your audience. It also helps you to give context to your LinkedIn profile, demonstrating your passion for what you do. So it's using third-party validation. So you're using another expert to show that you are also in agreement, or you liked this, or because of, and you explain it all. And 19, turn on creator mode. I got very excited to see this. Creator mode is a profile setting that can help you grow your reach and influence on LinkedIn. You can turn on creator mode to get access to additional tools and features that help you create content to grow your audience based on LinkedIn. It is on your main profile. You scroll down there and you can switch it on. And I was excited to see that one of the things is going live. So go check that out. It's pretty exciting. All right. Learn how to manage creator mode and edit your topics. So take the time to really look at that. If you're going to go into this, you want your business to grow, taking the time to learn how to manage your creator mode and keeping your topics to maybe 3 to 5 topics so that you're really honing in on your niche. Oh, I just used the buzzword, didn't I? All right. Number 20. Here we go. Publish long form content and use it to start conversations. The more you share and comment on content, the more you establish your expertise and thought leadership credentials on LinkedIn. Published long-form posts is the natural next step to take. A great starting point is to monitor the response that you get to your comments and shares. Are there particular subjects and points of view that seem to resonate with your network? So review. Are you entertaining? Are you informing? Are you, what's the third one? Entertaining, informing, inspiring. Their comments that you have shared, which you feel you could expand on a post. So maybe you shared something and it got you thinking, and now you want to make your own post about something like that. As long as you're not using someone else's words, put it in your own words. That's awesome. Absolutely. Invoking your thought leadership in this way keeps it real and keeps you plugged into the issues your connections are talking about. Be ready for your long form posts to start new conversations too. Keep an eye on the comments and be ready to respond. Just don't leave them hanging. Get out your timer and set aside 10 minutes on work days to start expanding your LinkedIn connections. Just take 10 minutes and start working on these things. There were a lot. You could use this as a checklist. Start at the beginning, do that. Get in the groove. I'm really into creating a daily method of operation for how I flow so that I don't miss the things that I find important, because I choose and decide these are important. So taking 10 minutes on a timer keeps me focused and from getting lost in a scroll. Because if you are doing these things and you start to really curate who you follow on your page, you're going to be interested in all the posts that come up. So it's going to be a different place to be than, oh, this is just a thing I have to do. Table task, table task, table task. Oh, yeah. Table task, table task. What's the table task? Table tasks are actionable items. You will find the links to them below that you can print out or view on the go and just check off things that you're doing to help improve your LinkedIn profile this month. We hope you have found at least one thing you can apply to your business today. So what we do here at Women in Leadership, we help you grow your reach. Way we do that is we create write-ups, animated graphics, hashtags, and then we schedule it. Oh, cool. Cool. And this membership, we love our membership. It's so much fun for us. Education, we teach how to make the best content you can. We celebrate with you because this is a little crazy journey you're going on trying to get seen on social media, right? We come together as a network and a group of people that are empowering each other and very positive place to be. We offer discounts to our members for anything that they would want us to do, which was the last bit there. And we do classes and workshops. So once a month we have a class, which are free for members if you join as a member. And our questions this week were really, just the normal kind of things like how do I download a file? There wasn't anything that really stood out this week, so it's blank. So if you have a question and you would like to have us answer it, just let us know and we'd be happy to add your question in. Need help? We love this stuff. So head on over to womeninleadershipbsmb.com to schedule your free consultation with us and we'd be happy to see what we can do to help. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. All right. I have to figure this out. Back to tab. And stop recording.
We take the mystery and pain out of social media consistency for your business, giving you back time to shine in your zone of genius. Social media is the new branding. It deserves its own attention, thought, and effort. Yet so few businesses actually take this seriously and invest enough time on their strategy. We can do it for you at an affordable rate that will fit into your budget and allow you to pursue other revenue channels as well. The hardest part of social media management is keeping up the consistency to be seen and know what to post, when to post. Are you ready to have everything ready to go for you, saving you time and energy by not having to do it all yourself? Still getting your message out so that people get to know you, like you, and develop trust while opening yourself up to more time for the business of your business where you shine. Working with Women in Leadership, BSMB LLP, is a unique experience that bridges the gap from face-to-face to virtual relationship marketing. Not only do we love to help you shine on social media, we love to share tools to help you grow with us, body, soul, mind, and business. Check out our podcast and YouTube channel for Mindset Mondays, Social Media Training Wednesdays, business interviews and special topics on Fridays, and weekly readings on Sundays. To schedule your consultation or podcast interview, head to our website, www.womeninleadershipbsmb.com. Our weekly readings on Sunday, our podcast, Mindset Monday, social media training with Heather on Wednesdays with a live Q&A, guest interviews, and special topics on Fridays. Thank you for joining us. Find out more and schedule with us online at www.womeninleadershipbsmb.com, where you have a spot at the table.